Welcome to 2023, my friends. This is the year that we're going to scale big together. So if you have ever wanted envy-worthy growth without the hustle and grind, today's episode is perfectly for you. I have my excellent friend, Shannon Lavenia. She's going to take over the entire channel today. You get her the whole time, and she's going to give you her CEO freedom formula to help you to unlock higher levels of growth and scaling than ever before in your business. So whether you are working really, really hard and don't have the money to show for it and need to unlock higher revenue, or whether you're working hard and you have that revenue growing and your business is growing out of control so quickly that you're really looking to unlock more freedom and consistency, regardless of where you sit, she's going to give you the CEO freedom formula, help you break down how to have success this year. I can't think of a better way to kick off the year. So let's do this, my friends. Let's go big or go home with Miss Shannon Lavenia.
Hi, and welcome to the training. Now, are you dreaming of the day when your business is just rocking it and you have the time and energy to live life fully? You know, that magical business G-spot that springs about envy-worthy growth without you hustling to get it. Then yes, you are watching the right training, because I'm going to show you how to get from where you are now to that I love my business freedom zone. Freedom and financial success go hand in hand when and only when you have a planned strategy for growth and organization. So before we start, I want to ask you which of these 4 business scenarios really describes your current scene. Number 1, you're working all the time and you're not seeing anywhere near the results you want. You're frustrated and you need to know what to do to bring in clients like now. Number 2, you're hustling and grinding and you're seeing some pretty incredible results, but you know you can't keep it up and you've hit a ceiling. You're exhausted and you need to know how to organize in order to handle your growth and continue to scale. Number 3, you're working all the time, but your income is roller coastering, right? It's up and down and up and down, and you're anxious and worried about the future of your business. And you really just want to plan to create consistent, reliable income and growth. And number 4, you're working part-time. You spend most of your time as a visionary of your business, and your business continues to grow with less and less of your personal involvement. You're calm and confident. My guess is you would love to be number 4, the visionary CEO who's able to travel, be with their family, love life, and hit crazy, amazing income targets with less hustle and grind, but you're probably a number 1, 2, or 3. Now, my name is Shannon Lavenia, and I'm the CEO of the Brand Builder Collective, where we help entrepreneurs to create obsession-worthy brands and ditch the hustle for consistent growth and time freedom. So I help entrepreneurs create those 6- and 7-figure results, but also have a life. And I started teaching entrepreneurs how to sanely scale and become visionary CEOs that work less and earn more after my own life-changing experience that forced me to get organized and not take my time for granted. You see, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer and instantly confronted that I was working way too hard and that my life might actually be a lot shorter than I thought it would be. And I don't bring this up to be dramatic, but that's the reality of it. And I had a very successful branding and marketing agency, but was putting in 80-hour weeks to the point of a health crisis. And it kind of sucks that us human beings often need a full-on bitch slap of a wake-up call to change our ways, but that's what happened to me. And my hope for you is that this training is enough of a wake-up call to help get you on the right path to the results and the life you want. You see, I didn't want to give up on my business goals, and I am sure you don't either, but I also didn't want to die trying to hit them. So I thought of, what do I really want this ideal life to be? And I wanted to spend 80% of my time with my family and 20% on my business. So I figured out how to achieve the 7-figure results I wanted in less time with a lot less hustle and with a lot more fun. And I did it by leveraging strategy that works, systems that make my life easier, and I brought on a support team to help me grow so I could have a life. So by doing what I'm telling you to do in this training, I was able to step away from my business for almost a year to kick cancer's ass, so I'm cancer-free. And my business tripled in growth without me. And that taught me a really big lesson. I learned that I didn't have to hustle. I just needed to work smarter, have a plan to follow, and be willing to lead instead of work. Now my business is wildly profitable. I put about 20 hours per week into it, and I spend a lot of time with my super supportive husband. He's absolutely amazing. We've been together 23 years. I have a beautiful adventure-loving daughter and our 2 dogs, Jag and Butch. And we spend most of our time traveling around and doing what we want to do because now we have the financial freedom and the time freedom. But beyond that, I'm making an even bigger impact in the lives of so many because my students are breaking through their worker bee mentalities. They're hitting crazy, amazing goals, goals that they only ever dreamed about, and they're recapturing valuable hours and living their most fulfilled life on purpose with passion and being highly profitable. So I'm going to share with you how to get from where you are now to where you want to be. So first of all, if you said I'm a number 1, I'm working all the time and I'm not seeing a result, then that lets me know 2 things. Number 1, your time is probably being spent on mostly the wrong things. And you might have a significant case of shiny object syndrome and your work time is spent just figuring shit out and learning rather than selling and delivering. And number 2, you need a strategy like stat because your business is dying and it's not thriving. And you also need coaching to dig you out of the sales avoidance and into the confidence zone of growing your business. Now, if you're number 2 and you're working all the time and you are crushing your income goals, first of all, a round of applause for you. And you're also on the verge of a mental breakdown because your family's getting pissed, you're working all the time, you've got a serious love-hate relationship with your business, and you're banging your head on an income ceiling you won't be able to break through on your own. You just can't do anymore. So what you need is a crash cart loaded with systems that quickly you can implement and an easy way to onboard support that will raise you up in your business to the CEO seat and take away most of the time-sucking busy work. Now, if you said you were number 3 and you are working all the time and your income is on this like vomit-inducing income roller coaster, well, I know instantly that you are on a push and pull hamster wheel going round and round. You push to bring in clients, you stop your marketing and promotion to deliver, and then you have kind of this oh shit moment when you realize your bank account is dwindling and you don't know where the next client is coming from. So you have to pull in some income fast. And I have actually been there the most in my business where I'd have huge months, like multiple 6-figure months. Then I'd be facing famine in the dollars be all gone desert. And it was really because of a lack of consistency. And that lack of consistency leads to a lot of stress and anxiety and exhaustion. So now I'm going to walk you through a few of the onboarding questions I work on with my clients before we work out their strategy. And I recommend you pause this video after each question and take the time to answer for yourself. So number 1, which one of the above, 1, 2, or 3, are you in? That's pretty easy to answer because it probably already popped in your mind. Number 2, what are they spending their time on every day? How much time are they spending in each activity? And then what result is that investment in time actually producing? Number 3, what are they most excited to spend their time on every day? What's their zone of genius that only they can do and really is the magic behind their business? And number 4, what's the fastest and easiest way to get a huge influx of cash into their business? This is a review of products, customers, and sales channels. So if you don't have the answers to these questions, don't worry. You can reach out to me. You can schedule a strategy session and I will help you work through them. Now, let's get into the 5-step framework to ditch the hustle and get the freedom and financial results you want. And you really needed to answer those questions first to help you apply these 5 steps. So step number 1, what is your goal and what targets can we set to ensure you get there? Now, I know, you're probably like, seriously, chick, you're going to ask me, what are my goals? You're so inventive. But when I ask people this question, they usually give me a bunch of bunk. Like, I want to make more money, or I want more time freedom. And it's all fluff and stuff. I want you to dig really deep for I have to have this goal. What are you not willing to give up on or not willing to walk away from? And why is it so important to you? You see, when I started my business, it was after my husband was laid off and nearly died from the stress. And a doctor legit came out and said, like, you got to change your life or he's going to die. And it was success or death. So what is your goal that is so important that you are seriously willing to walk across broken glass to get? Because being an entrepreneur sometimes feels like that. One side is exciting. You now have done this. You've got like a vision and it's so juicy. The other side is you're not willing to like walk into the darkness. What is it that makes your goal so vital as the air you breathe? Now, knowing your destination, we can backtrack to set targets. And this gives us a path to achieve your got to have it goal and a way to measure what's working and what's not working and your progress. When you have this intensity and intentional planning to your goals, this is what manifests the energy and focus to stay the course and get it done. Getting this clarity is where I always start with my clients, and doing this one thing often opens the floodgates in their business. So number 2, what can you sell right now to bring in cash? What product or service could we put together a kick-ass offer for that people would just be drooling over? So getting super clear on what your product is, the problem it solves for people, the long list of benefits your customers and clients will experience, and why someone should buy it right now. What creates the urgency? Not next month or next week, but right now. Get super clear on the before and after, the before your product and the after your product, so that you can communicate the juicy after outcomes that make the buying decision really easy for your audience. Now, step 3, who are we going to sell this product to? If you need the cash today, who could we find to sell your product to right now? Who are they? What does this person look like? What are their goals, their desires, their fears? How much money do they make? Do they own a house? Are they parents, grandparents? This is your ideal customer avatar. You need to know who they are because it enables us to speak their language and get into their head in a way that compels them to want to buy. Where can we find these people? Do they hang out in certain Facebook groups? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they Instagram scrollers? We need to know who they are, everything about them, where they are, so that we can get in front of them. And knowing that enables us to make like fast actions when you need to bring in cash flow. The last thing you want to know about these guys is what are their objections? Why wouldn't they buy? We want to know this so that we can kind of like just stomp out these little devils and kick them out of the way so that your people can experience results with your products. This is how you increase your impact. So step number 4, how do you get them to buy? What process are you taking them through to get paid? This is your promotional and sales strategy. And I'll tell you, I'm not even shocked anymore when people start with me and don't have this dialed in. But I am shocked when they're frustrated they aren't making money, but they never ask to get paid. Sales don't just happen. You can't magically like do one Instagram post and expect that people are going to be like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Here's all my money, take it, right? It really does not work that way. Not even for those magical TikTok leggings that make your butt look all amazing and plump. These guys had to get all those testimonials, the images, like all of that social proof. And then they had to like flood your TikTok feed with them. They had a process and a plan to get you to whip out your credit card and to buy. So you have to dial in your plan. What is your step-by-step so you know exactly how to reach your people, what to do to get them to pay you. Are you using proof of work posts? Are you flooding their airwaves with social proof and testimonials? Don't be flimsy-flamsy with this. Your sales process needs to be as clear as your GPS getting you to grandma's house. You have to know how to drive these people to whipping out their card and saying, yes, I want it now. Okay, so step number 5 and our final step, what support do you need to create the result you want so you can focus on your zone of genius and stop working like a dog? What are you doing right now that someone else could be doing that would free you up to do the promotion, sales, and delivery? What do you hate doing in your business? What do you hate doing in your regular life? Would a social media manager make your life dreamy? How about a virtual assistant who magically handles all your emails and messages? Do you need to onboard some coaches to deliver your framework method? What do you need right now to make your business run smoother, give you more time, and make it so that you can scale sanely? Personally, I've got someone doing just about everything I don't want to or don't like to do in my life or business. I've got a project manager who keeps my business organized because, quite frankly, sometimes I'm a hot mess, and she makes sure that we get everything done. I've got Instacart delivering my groceries because I hate grocery shopping. I think it's a big waste of time. I've got Tovala for meal prep, so I don't have to think about what to feed my family and we can all stay healthy. I've got a social media manager, so I'm not trapped by the Facebook scroll, but I can promote like crazy. I've got a technical coach for my members, a high-level virtual assistant. She does a ton of stuff. I've got a designer, a video editor. He did a good job on this video, right? I've got a housekeeper because I'd rather go hiking than clean toilets. I have a teacher who comes to homeschool my daughter so I can work a few hours and she can learn while I'm working, and then we spend the rest of the day together. And I've got a few other folks who make it all work. This keeps me in my zone of genius so that I can show up powerfully for my clients and do what I do best, give them fast results, a strategy that works, and help them grow their businesses. So what would be your dream scenario? What structure do you need to sanely scale and handle 7-figure growth? What makes your life even more amazing? This future-proofing your business and having a plan to scale makes growth easy and hustle-free, and it keeps you in your zone of genius. It's all about getting your team in place. So yes, you can start small. You could start with a part-time virtual assistant and then grow from there. But if you don't have anyone doing some stuff in your business, then you're a worker bee and you'll be paid like one. That's the truth of it. So to summarize, number 1, know your targets and goals and don't be a wimp about it. Get real with what you truly want and why, and get a plan together. Number 2, have a high quality product to sell and have worked out every reason why someone has to have it now. Be passionate and confident in your product. Number 3, have total clarity on who you are going to sell these products to and where to find these people. Number 4, promote and sell. Have your process and strategy fully dialed in so you know each day exactly what to put your attention on to get the results you're committed to getting, and have a process to ask to get paid. And number 5, organize, hire, and scale. Ditch the do-it-yourself torture and get your team in place to grow at the pace you want to grow. Now, that all sounds rather simple, right? It is. In fact, it's pretty awesome in the simplicity, but it's not that easy. First, you have to break your do-it-yourself addiction. You have to ditch the what if it doesn't work self-doubt and learn how to focus your time on the move the needle actions that will give you fast results with a lot less hustle. And truth be told, it took me years to figure this all out, fumbling my way to consistently hitting my goals and targets and giving me all the freedom I wanted. Yes, it was years of painful mistakes and struggle, and I wish someone took me by the hand and laid this out for me like I am for you. So here's what's next for you. I want to help you implement this. So your next step is to sign up for my free CEO Freedom Challenge. You'll need to click the button to see the dates because we do this several times a year. So you want to pick the dates when it is best for you. In 5 days in this challenge, I'm going to walk you through each of these 5 steps. This is my signature framework. I'm going to help you implement them in your business to get the growth you want and the freedom. Now, I'm excited for you to get the results hundreds of other business owners have experienced from this challenge. It's very exciting, and I know that you'll be happy that you did it. So congratulations for your commitment on watching this entire training. I'm excited for you and your future, and I look forward to getting to know you better in the CEO Freedom Challenge.
You've been listening to the Impactful Entrepreneurs Show with Adrienne Hill, where we support coaches, course creators, and network and affiliate marketers to translate their big picture vision into actionable plans to build out their business efficiently. If you love our show, we invite you to visit buildalifebydesign.com to join the conversation, access the show notes, and discover more helpful resources. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, and share. Thank you for listening.